Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to get nothing early as they've got a 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and 1. Prescott able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 first downs have them up to the 41. 1st and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Prescott on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
last catch short of the marker by just 54. A yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd-and-1.
Right there, 54. Right.
Throw again. Come on. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Everybody, slide in. 50. Drop deep, drop deep. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
26. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. Second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Bound to lose 1.
26. To the air again, Prescott. Complete to Cobb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost great. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Caught by Cobb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Here we go.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Converge.
26. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Prescott. This is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Forbath will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal.
Come on, fellas.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And maybe the offense not taking nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
54 Mike.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and 1. Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Wilson, first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
55. Hey, eat. In your face.
Let's spread out a little bit.
To throw again. Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third down. Out to Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, About 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range. And when it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Prescott now 11 of 15 through the air.
Fellas,
Here's
let's
first
set a
and
tone.
10. Now Prescott. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Prescott to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 47. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
We played to win.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit more. Probably here too, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
They
only got a yard out of that last completion.
50 the mic. 50
and
the
that makes
mic.
this second and
Here
9.
we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go. Wide 8.
57. Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
He didn't even try to signal for a
Come on, baby,
timeout,
let's
so
go.
they must have
Get
not been
excited.
aware of the
Let's go.
numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Yeah.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
26.
From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Prescott down. Connects here to tight end Blake Jarwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they worked in the first half with and figured out a better game plan.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down this time in the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
26.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
Sponge. No.
Prescott yet again. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, guys.
They stay on the ground again. It's Carson.
Get there.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Preston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go again.
They run it with Carson. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the ball, gain some yardage, and put it on this up.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness.
In the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one play in so this offense should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calls, because a one-point drive where you throw an interception,
Don't be mad.
a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Interception, baby.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter. Maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You don't want this.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Baby.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and
going down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go, fellas.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things they consider safe.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call the last play here, you're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Hold up.
Now a first down for their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's where you belong.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA
baby.
Sports.
Woo!
So it's Seahawk football
Check
as we
55,
march
Mike.
toward a conclusion.
I'm coming.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively. Third down. Carson, that he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Wilson going to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Yeah, scored. Touchdown,
An
baby.
11-yard touchdown. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you can just feel the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense is strong. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something exexecuted well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Completes it to Jason Witten. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
64. Wink.
On first and 10, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's good for 28 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back, back, back.
Check 24. Check 24.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Let's get that ball.
26.
Again, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here we go. 28.
He's the mic. Bring it.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
26.
1st down, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I got you. Mike 50, Mike.
Here we go. 46. 46.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types.
Here we go.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
54. I'm on.
26.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
tell the mood to change.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here we go, D.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's what I do.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Mike, check,
So
check.
from
Watch
the
54.
36
Watch
now,
54.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Absolutely nowhere.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check pass. Check pass.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Come on, baby.
4
Let's
yards
go.
the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Hey,
It's
defense, let's
almost
go.
a tendency.
On 1st down, Carson
run
will be
it,
taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing
I
to keep
see
in
you.
mind, partner,
I
especially
see
in the
you.
second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions,
Mike's 54.
I can just tell you,
All day,
attrition
punt.
does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. But some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, that didn't appear to be a run
good
once
night,
he just
baby.
started
Good
in
night,
once he
baby.
saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good work, boys. Let's
and
go.
He's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 31. This is Carson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch it. They felt they didn't have. Now Carson fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike's 54.
On third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's
Into
go,
a
D.
double
Tighten
team, and
up.
it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Right
So
there.
they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Then we're going to 53.
Bring it. Let's bring it.
26.
Here's the first down for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
All day,
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
I got you,
The
boy.
opening
I
play
got
of
you,
the
boy.
drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 10. Elliott running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
Defense.
You're exactly
Let's
right. It could
go,
be a very
defense.
long night.
Watch this.
Yardage.
And he's got room. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Right here, right here.
And he is met in his tracks behind
You don't
the
want
line
no
of
problems.
scrimmage.
You don't want
He
no problems
lost
with
2
me.
there, and it's third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They got to get it to the 21 here
You ain't doing
on
nothing
third
today.
down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Under.
What's the motion?
Hey, kill.
Haywood.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
All right, T, let's go.
26.
Prescott. Into heavy traffic in it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Was that a defensive back that got to him with the
Go
pressure?
ahead, take a seat. You can't stop
Look at
me.
the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielding just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time.
We got this.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
He's not going to get me.
Go, run it, run!
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Let's go. Let's go.
38. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 180.
They'll go with the third here on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
All day.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
There we go.
Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say because you have two drives with turnovers?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now. Second down. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Friday.
55. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Robert Quinn able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken in at the 22. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
This is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Watch twist. Showing 8.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's
like
coming
some
again.
Pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Switch. That's 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Cooper was the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go, it's been a tight game. You figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s.
Come on now, let's go.
What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Dancing to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing, and timing usually develops.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Okay, baby.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch tight.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive.
It's such a tone, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Your trip ends here,
what
baby.
Do they have dialed
Your trip
up
ends
that'll
here.
give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey.
We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Run to the
They
ball.
had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position.
Baby.
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike
26.
I smell fear in that
And he
offense.
fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'll go special.
Check Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
You see me?
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
They're going to 53.
Tight dog.
26.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Boom!
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right
check
there.
Mike 57. Mike 57.
Get ready!
26.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Orbit.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Check.
Gun. 26.
57, the mic. Get this worm on.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
26.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bandit.
Gun.
Staying open.
26.
To throw is Prescott. He'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Kill.
33.
27.
I got you, son.
Right. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
What?
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
He's checking.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys are going to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The
Let's go, boy, bring it up.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike, 55.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Woo!
Back now
Get 'em,
in Seattle,
boys.
Washington.
Yeah, that's how we
It's
do,
the
D.
Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and 4. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll try the right side of and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one goes for 8 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mike's
Here we go. 480.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, let's kick it.
Under. 26.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on
Check
first
Mike,
down.
54.
That leads
Here
to
we go,
a
46.
2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
You better bring it.
26.
Throwing.
I'm letting you know right
Prescott.
now, you better bring it.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's it. That's it.
One of the
Big
feature
hit.
points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better
Here we go,
looks
here
that
we
he'll
go.
get. But he has to be careful
54
not to
Mike.
wait too
Ready?
long and let his receiver
Sweat.
wander into some
Sweat.
tough
Hey.
territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit.
26.
Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 9 out of that one.
Here we
and
go.
As a
Here we
result,
go.
the drive continues.
Here we go.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Check, check.
Yeah, you
Watch
gotta
54.
love the
Watch
effort,
54.
the catch, the extra
Blue
yardage,
down,
but
blue
you
down.
got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Hey, kill. 47.
Check 6 guy.
26.
Outside
Nothing
coming.
doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, yeah.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah,
Mike,
think about all
Mike,
the
we're going to
practices
53.
we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking
Check Mike,
for,
54.
and make sure that
Mike,
they're still
54.
attacked, but at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quadri Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for
Big stop, D. Big stop.
at
Let's
least
go.
a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Trips. We got trips. We got 3.
14 moving.
Wilson.
Watch tight,
again.
watch tight. Tight end right, tight end
And
right.
this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep
Here comes
ball,
the
and now
ball.
they face a
I
third
see you,
down.
boy. I see
This
you.
defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth
Hey,
quarter.
Lenny.
Maybe can expect more
Watch
passes
55.
like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is not the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Forbath, the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Right there. Right there. You ain't going nowhere.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
Nice job, bro.
Amari
Keep
Cooper.
doing it.
76
Touchdown, baby.
yards.
I see you over there.
And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one? Maybe it's revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson being chased out left. It's caught, block it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Mike 5-5.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know you felt that one.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that was lost.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. Really in sync.
Give me something.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
They can't stop us.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Interception! Woo-hoo!
So the Cowboys in possession of the football
Watch
here as
54,
we get
watch
you
54.
reset.
47.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Bravo!
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's
just
go.
a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still destined. Now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Looking to throw. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 42 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're
pick it
down
up,
big
defense.
here
Let's
late.
go.
Just one last drive here for Clyde.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson throwing again. Complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Trash. Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Stop, baby!
We've been around this league for a while,
Good
and
job.
many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it.
Here we go, D.
First down.
All day, defense,
Wilson,
all day,
Jordan Lewis
all
right
day.
there on the coverage, and they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson operating from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All day. Don't throw this way.
Here we go.
Right there.
180.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
180.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.